Welcome back to Sarah's Table. Today, we are going to be playing a game called Goblin Punks by Grant Howitt. It is a one-page RPG. It is just like going to be chocked full of shenanigans. And so I've invited my two shenanigan-filled friends to be on this stream with me. Before we get into like all of the fun stuff, we're going to do our quick safety discussion. As you know, it is very important as a responsible GM and player to know where everybody's lines are at the table. We want everybody to feel safe. Here on Sarah's Table, you are never going to run into sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food is punishment or starvation. I have checked with my players. They say everything else is on the table, but this is really sort of a PG-13 kind of fun situation. So feel free to bring your fam out to watch it with you. You're not going to run into anything that is gritty or dark. It's going to be a lot of slapstick. Maybe the thing that we get into is potentially toilet humor because these are goblins. So I'm not going to take that off the table entirely. My name is Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm going to be your game master, goblin master. I'm going to call it that. It's not actually written on here, but I'm going to be your goblin master and your favorite person and the person that reminds you to stay hydrated. Go get a drink. It's important. Do it right now. Thank you. Thank you, everyone at the table. Well done. You take your cues so well. And I'm going to pass it around. The first person that I'm going to pass it to is someone who's usually behind the screen. So, Jeff, introduce yourself.
Oh, it's me. I thought it would be Patrick.
He's
when am I behind the screen?
Never. Always or always? I'm not sure.
Yeah. You're always behind my screen. You're on the other side. Hi, I'm Jeff Moore. I am a filmmaker and a multimedia producer. And as Sarah mentioned, I do the edit and prep and design and basically do all the behind the scenes producing of the show that doesn't involve bookings because that's not my department.
If only.
If only. Yeah, maybe someday somebody else will do that and that would be cool too. But I'm happy to be joining for the first time on your show in its Gen Con TV run.
Yay. Jeff is also my partner, which is how we know each other.
Yes.
So you're welcome, everybody.
That's how we met.
That's how we met. We met by being married.
There you go.
I think that, that's fine.
That feels like
no further questions, Your Honor.
You know what?
No follow-up.
We're not gonna look too much into that.
No, it's fine. And then a brand new person to the show.
Oh, so new, very new, first time.
First time.
Long time viewer, first time on caller. I don't know.
Yeah, he just called in. He's never been invited.
No, never. Never. This is surely for sure my first time.
But for real, though, you can introduce yourself.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Keeffe. I am an actor. I am a voice actor. I am also that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. And today only, I am in the process of being beamed up by Scotty onto the Enterprise, as you can clearly see.
Yeah, they want Patrick real bad.
Yeah, it's not happening though. It turns out you have to agree to be beamed up, and I have yet to agree. So
yeah, you haven't clicked the little button that says I consent.
Exactly. Like, I consent is like, got it. Like, yes, beam me up.
It just keeps popping up and like, hey.
Yeah, I'm currently in a partially dematerialized state, as you can see.
I feel like that's going to be helpful for today's game.
Probably. It'll like I'll be able to reform my atoms into a goblinoid creature, and I will be able to really get into character. This is a method acting.
I can't wait to see what happens. I feel like I'm just going to have you build your characters, and I'm going to just step aside and just let you guys do whatever you're going to do.
Just come back in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Par for the course for us, Jeff.
Also true. So, all right, here's the thing with this game. There's so little setup. One of the things that I really love about Grant Howitt's one-pagers is that it's truly pick up and play. You can just sort of, it's literally, this is it. This is the whole game. DM stuff included. Like it's all on there. You need very little dice. It's like, you create your goblin with 3 rolls of a die, and then you're done, and you're heading on your way. And so I'm going to give you a little intro. It's very short. Here's a description of the game. You're a scrappy little goblin punk. Your mom and dad want you to stay in the grotto and harvest mushrooms, but to hell with that. It's time for adventure.
I love it.
That's it.
I'm already so
fantastic.
here for it.
And for those of you watching at home, what is an adventure? Well, in this instance, it's somewhere between a standard adventure from that popular role-playing game and a bunch of snot-nosed teens skiving off from school. There's some ideas later on, but no one dies. There's no powerful archmages or dragons, and it's more basement than dungeon, if you get me. So this is a game about just like legit being kind of directionless goblin teenagers trying to appear very cool.
Oh man.
In front of each other and or other goblin teenagers.
My rebellious phase was being a theater kid. I never really had that, like, forget you, mom and dad. I'm going to go do my own thing and I'm going to stay up past curfew. That wasn't really my thing. So this is me vicariously living my rebellious.
Now you get to do it.
Preteen years. Yes.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
All right. So to create your goblin, all you need to do is take a D20 and we're going to roll it 3 times and you are going to tell me the numbers that you got.
Okay.
Alrighty. 17 for me on the first number.
I got a 7 on my first.
All right. Hold on. So the first item that you have, Patrick, is a pet toad, mouse, or sparrow. Which one do you want?
Oh, let's go sparrow.
Okay, pet sparrow. And Jeff, your first item is a dragonling lighter.
Ooh.
Is Dragonling a brand name, or is that?
I believe
imagine
so.
that it's a tiny little
Like a little dragon
that you pet its head and it like spouts out like a little flame, but that's the only thing it does. It's all it knows.
Like you just like squish it and it's like bleh.
Yeah. It's like a newt. Like you picked up a newt or like a salamander and you just like squeeze it just a little bit and
it all right. Perfect. Next roll.
Yep. That is a 19. I wish I rolled this well when I was playing a certain other TTRPG.
I know, right? Jeff, and yours is?
Mine is a 15.
Okay. Patrick, you have a slingshot and a pocket of suitable rocks.
Suitable for slingshotting, I assume.
Yes.
I mean, whatever suitable you would like it to be suitable for, I guess.
It says they're suitable.
It says suitable. And Jeff, you have a moody cloak.
Fantastic.
I love that very, very much.
All right. And your last item.
That is an 8 for me. Oh no.
and Jeff?
A 3.
Okay. Patrick.
Yes.
You have eyeliner.
Oh, that's that's so appropriate.
It is.
I love that.
Very
I'm
much.
Currently wearing eyeliner.
I
know.
Did we just make you?
We just made you. With a pet sparrow. Yes. And Jeff, you have a pair of big boots.
Hell yeah.
And a moody cloak. Fantastic.
And a lighter.
I'm sorry. Are you currently in wizard cosplay? You tied like a bed sheet around you. You wore your dad's combat boots, and you got like your little pet dragon. Be like fireball, and
it's just like.
That's what it feels like.
I love it so much.
I think I know this kid.
Yeah. You're in wizard cosplay. I'm in druid cosplay.
Yes.
Perfect.
The coolest of the Goblin Punks, clearly.
Yeah.
So cool.
Clearly.
We have 2 more steps to make your goblin. The next step is goblin slang. At the start of the game, everyone comes up with a word or phrase that's popular with the goblin kids. Here are some examples. That's dead Krog, mate. Or who's this dog seller? Or go run down a hole. Here's the deal. You do not need to explain what it means. When you notice someone else using your slang, you will get a token. And then you can use those tokens later in the game to augment rolls. Here's a pro tip. Make your slang non-specific, easy to pronounce, and brief. Just be cool about it, okay?
Just be cool about it.
Just be cool. So what is your goblin slang?
Yeah, I like, for some reason, the thing that immediately popped into my brain was scrimshaw as an expletive.
All right.
Scrimshaw, man.
That's great because if you use it the way that like we use modern expletives, like could be good, could be bad.
Right, exactly.
Could be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jeff?
I like repetition of sound, and the ones that popped into my head were I like Fizzbiz.
Oh, I like Fizzbiz.
That's Fizzbiz.
Fizzbiz and Scrimshaw. I like that a lot.
Right.
I'm gonna pretend like that doesn't sound like an amazing cop show.
Fizz and Scrimshaw?
Yeah.
The Adventures of Fizz and Scrimshaw.
It's a buddy comedy. I love it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
That actually sounds really great. I want that show now.
We're gonna write it. It's gonna be. We're changing.
Right.
We're not playing this game anymore. We're gonna do
Fizzbiz and Scrimshaw.
See the world.
What is your goblin's name? That's it. That's the last thing that we need for you.
Well, now I want it to be Fizzbiz and Scrimshaw. Those are our slang.
And then you just are
It'd be
saying
too easy
your
to
name,
get tokens.
Right, exactly.
like your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Every time you
whenever we get angry, we just say
your name.
Now in replacement of an expletive.
I have a question for you. It's a philosophical naming question. RE goblins.
Okay.
Do we feel like we're going for like their goblin street name, or like this is their name that mom and dad call them, but they don't like that? Like, what? How do we feel about either of those? Where are we?
No, that's good.
Whatever you'd like to do.
I think we should come up with both. It's more of a challenge, but I think we should absolutely be like, what is our real name? And then what is our goblin street name? Like, what's our punk name?
I also think it would be interesting if the goblin street names, punk names, were like just like regular human names.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking like Gerard. Like Gerard is, but like after Gerard Way from a certain band that went to a particularly colored parade.
Yeah.
So Gerard, I think, is gonna be my goblin punk name. And then what's
what do you think the naming convention of like actual goblin names are?
Well, I was gonna say it's like, I imagine that it would be funny, and feel free to shoot this down. It would be very funny if it was like your like the goblin fantasy name is the regular like goblin name, but we're being rebellious and we're choosing more like typical convention names as like being punk.
So the real names would be something more like fantasy sounding, or like
exactly.
Nope, that's not pronounceable.
That's it. That's it. No.
I can't spell that. This is harder.
Yeah, this is harder.
Well, it could be. I just looked up goblin name generator, and wrote and just they're also very hard to pronounce. But one of them is Slick, SLYC. One of them is Croigs. One of them is CROIGS. One of them is Yerm. One of them is Bagrax.
Oh, I like Yerm. That might be Yerm and Gerard.
Yeah, that seems good.
Oh, goodness.
Jeff?
All right. My Goblin name, my given birth name
Sure.
is Crag Stambrax.
Oh.
And
Nice.
my street name is Ernest.
I love that. The
Ernest.
importance. It's quite important being Ernest.
Yeah, from that super rebellious text.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
importance of being Ernest.
Exactly. 100%.
Only the baddest kids read this book.
Yeah,
And for
Oscar Wilde was a visionary of his time. Totally anti-disestablishmentarianist, man.
I definitely named him after Ernest Borgnine. But he was one of my favorite people in the Wild Bunch, and that was pretty anti-establishment. So I think maybe word got around to the Goblin Undercity or wherever these folks live. That Ernest Borgnine is a cool cat.
Beautiful.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with Brackstack as my goblin last name.
I like that.
Yerm Brackstack.
Yerm Brackstack.
Yerm.
There's like a million Yerms. I wanted to be different. I know 5 in my family. It's very strange.
We're all named Yerm.
Yeah, exactly. We're all fraternal twins, and my mother wanted to tell us apart, even though we're fraternal, and that means that we're very easy to tell apart.
So here's how the game works. You are always going to be rolling a d6.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a piece of equipment that would help, you can roll an extra d6, pick the highest. If you spend tokens that you have earned from using all of that super cool slang that you came up with, then you can roll another extra d6 and pick the highest for each token that you spend. So if you have more than one and it's very important to you and you're using a piece of equipment, you have the potential of rolling up to 5d6 at a time.
Ooh.
You can only have 3 tokens in your possession. So it does truly encourages you to use your tokens and say your slang so that you can be doing that. If you roll a 6, you do the thing with no complications. If you roll a 4 or a 5, you do the thing, but I get to pick whether you are embarrassed in front of others, which gives you a +1 to shame. You attract unwanted attention, which is a +1 to trouble, or you lose or break some equipment. And if you roll a 1 through a 3, you don't do a thing and you pick one of those outcomes.
Oh, okay. Remind me what the outcomes were. I know you just said them.
You are embarrassed in front of others, which gives you a +1 to your shame. You attract unwanted attention, which gives you a +1 to your trouble. Or you lose or break some of your equipment.
Got it. Thank you.
Shame and trouble. When you run away or hide, you it says remove D3 trouble. So I'll have you roll. If you don't have something already up, you can roll a D4 and tell me what is happening with that. If you go above and beyond to impress another goblin, you can remove D3 shame. If your shame or trouble ever reach 5, you give up on the adventure and go home. Or you get hurt enough to run away, or you get caught by the authorities. Something happens to your goblin. So it pays to keep track of your shame and your trouble and sort of manage those.
But what I'm hearing is you could have shame of 4 and trouble of 4 and still be fine.
What do you do to remove trouble?
Run away or hide.
Which increases your shame, but it makes the trouble less, right?
No. It just removes the trouble. It doesn't affect your shame at all.
Oh. Great. I will most assuredly mess that up. So I'll trust you to just tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's not 5 in both, right? It's 5 in either.
5 in either.
Okay.
If you reach a 5 in one of them, your character is done for. But not dead, never dead. Like nobody dies in this game.
No.
So I am going to determine the adventure. There is a handy dandy table that is a D12 table, and we are to roll twice, roll 2 D12s, and combine if at all possible. So I'm going to combine them because even if it's not supposed to work, you're all goblins and it's going to happen.
Beautiful.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. All right, here we go. The first thing that you are supposed to be doing is shoplifting some minor magical item from a wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, yes. And the second thing is braving the haunted mansion, which was built, obviously, by Sir Alfred Haunted, who I'm going to say is the wizard that you are going to be, having to shoplift this minor magical item from.
The quote unquote haunted TM.
It's the mansion of Sir Alfred Haunted.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with that other big studio.
I love that.
And let's see who else
legally
is
distinct.
gonna stop you.
Nobody. We're heroes. Well, we're goblin
Nothing's
heroes.
gonna stop us. Something's
gonna stop you. I rolled. Something is gonna touch down. There it is. Okay. So, I'm gonna say, for the sake of argument, that Gerard and Ernest, the best of friends.
Oh, yeah.
Not related to each other, but just like super good friends. And the two of you are sitting in your very cool punk goblin fort that you have built together. And one of you, I don't know who it is, you can decide amongst the two of you. One of you thinks that it would be really, really cool to steal like one of those watches that can manipulate time a little bit from the local wizard, Sir Alfred Haunted.
Absolutely.
Who comes up with this idea?
Ooh.
I mean, it's just a good idea.
It is.
Who wouldn't come up with that idea?
You come up with it at the same time?
Can I posit something about our Goblin Punks?
Yes, please.
Is I imagine that, like, just because of the naming conventions, we of our chosen punk names, that we have decided that punk is equal parts like that, like the emo music, like punk music, like fight against the man and anti-disestablishmentarianism and all that, and also high literature. Like I imagine in our goblin fort there is a poster of My Chemical Romance's The Black Parade right next to a poster of Terry Bradshaw.
Yes.
Terry Bradshaw or Terry Brooks? Terry Bradshaw was a quarterback for the Steelers.
Oh, yes. No, yes. Terry Brooks. What am I thinking?
Wait.
I don't know.
You're thinking of Terry Brooks, the author.
Could be all three.
Could be all three.
Oh, yeah. I think that would
also,
be...
you just like them.
Like, I can't imagine what would make fantasy creatures more angry than adopting, like, modern human, like, entertainments, right?
That would be very, very funny.
I love it.
Oh, very good.
Yes, all three of these are
by
now
the
true.
way, can only affect time by like fractions of a second, which is why it's not a terribly like powerful or sought after piece of equipment.
Yes.
You just have to always be ready to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I like that. What does that mean? Who is Ernest now?
Oh no! Now you are having an existential crisis.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even my
think
existence.
that Gerard believes that Terry Bradshaw is Terry Brooks, because Patrick got that very confused. For some reason, the name Terry Bradshaw was in my brain.
This is perfect.
And I was like, oh yeah, the guy who wrote the Shannara Chronicles, Terry Bradshaw.
I would read that version. Absolutely.
This is good. I like it.
The best part about it is I like the shit. Like I've read the Shannara Chronicles.
Yeah.
Well, how much time do you spend with the cover, really?
That's fair.
Exactly.
I think Ernest. I think you hit on something earlier. Like Ernest is full on like wannabe wizard, right? So I think he has really thought about this place. So I suspect that it's less about like getting the item for him as much as it's like, just want to see what a wizard's place is really like. I'm going to get in there, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think that I think he'd be really keen to make this excursion happen, regardless of what the outcome is, which doesn't really help with the watch situation.
No. So how exactly does the time watch work again? It only affects.
It's like it can back you up. Like I'm going to say like a 17th of a second.
Cool.
Do we know that?
I was going to say, I don't think that Gerard knows this.
Probably not.
And I think that Gerard wants to, there's like, look, if we could like go back in time, then we could like, I don't know, do more to listen to the Black Parade like 50 times in the same hour.
Oh man.
It would be great. Really like harping in on that. I don't know how much we can use like trademark names and stuff. I can come up. Like, we could listen to the Monochrome Circus like 30 times.
Ooh, I love the Monochrome Circus.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I think that's the name of the episode.
Yes, the Monochrome Circus.
Beautiful. I think that's what these guys call their like gang.
Yes.
Oh, you collectively, just the two of you are the Monochrome Circus.
For now.
Oh, for now. Sure. Yeah. No, you're recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's
so
cool
many
enough.
Shades of gray that we can fill in.
I feel like you've assigned yourself like paint colors.
Oh yeah. Like I'm definitely like taupe, like an off-white.
Just like slightly off-white. I'm eggshell, obviously.
Yeah.
Like come on.
I'm suddenly struck by how little I know about gray.
You could be Vanta Black.
Wait, hang on. Are goblins colorblind?
Oh no.
Is that why everything is shades of gray?
I think they have to be. Now.
Well, it's just, it's permanent dark vision. You just see everything in shades of gray. I love it.
Oh man. Yep. All right. Yep. That is now true.
I love that.
Crag. I don't know if that was ever intended, but this is what's happening now. Thanks, Grant.
You enabled this.
I mean, I feel like he would be thrilled about the ridiculousness that is happening here. Perfect. Yeah. So what is your plan to infiltrate?
I've been thinking about this a lot.
Oh, we've changed voices. Is this your actual voice or is this the voice you put on when you're in the Monochrome Circus?
Is that he's I mean, I hesitate to say this out loud in a public environment, but like the three of us all have similar backgrounds in that way. Mm-hmm. I think like you don't know what accent's going to come out of your face the next moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
So
kind of like playing around with it until we settle on something.
Until you find one.
exactly.
But I feel like that's where this dude lives. I think that's Ernest's like.
Oh, like he always doesn't know what he's going to say, not what you don't know how you're going to provide him with one. Like he.
I had a friend who was British for like a year.
Yeah, I love
just
that.
Wasn't,
We watch a lot of like British television shows and we're trying to pick up like the British accent. It's just
right,
not
because you never know when you'll need it. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Right.
That's what it is.
All right.
So he'll.
Oh, you got it. It's a process. We're working on it's the process in action, everybody. This all the time, just trying to make faces. Right.
We need to clip just that part. Of just goblins. Sarah's table.
So I've been thinking about this a lot.
Mhm.
I gotta get inside there and find out if it's actual haunted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If it's not just like part of the trademark, it's not just like a copyright. It's like his last name is haunted, but is it really haunted? Like,
Yeah, is it a brand?
is it a brand or is it an atmosphere? Like, what has he done with the like? I gotta know. You're right. Yeah.
I think he's powerful enough to do all of it. I think he can. I think it's real haunted. I think it's real haunted.
I mean, he's a wizard, right? So he has to have like bound some like spirits to the mortal plane and like.
Oh yeah, they all do that. They do that.
Right. All wizards bind spirits to the mortal plane.
Tightening his jacket up a little bit and like kicking his boots around a little bit. Like, yeah, everybody knows that's what wizards do.
I'm gonna insert one more thing off of the
Fireball.
table.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
What? I'm gonna Gerard, I'm gonna give you this gift.
Oh no.
And the gift is that you have the idea to use the watch to play a prank on one of those stuck-up elf kids.
Okay.
I didn't even think about elf kids.
I love this. Play a prank on the elf kids.
Also part of the table. I just want to use all of them. So I was like, well, roll again. Let's see what else happens.
Yes.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
He's leaving.
Bye-bye.
No, we're good.
He's going to go get the elf kids right
I put
now.
my water in the wrong place. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying. Oh, I got to think about what this prank is going to be. I think it's definitely a work in progress, and that's not just because it's actually a work in progress.
And also like the idea that like this watch doesn't actually really do anything, but you
Right,
don't know
exactly.
that. So like you
No,
He's a
I just
powerful
meant,
wizard.
Like, it's a watch. It's got to do something with time, right? Like you wouldn't enchant a watch to shoot water or something along those lines.
Can we say that this is something that the wizard has been seen wearing in public, and
Absolutely.
it's like a big gaudy, not like
Yes.
Flavor Flav.
It's
big
Flavor
gaudy,
Flav
but
watch.
like-
Just
well, maybe for us it might.
I was
be.
gonna say like yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
for you
us,
guys, it would be Flavor
absolutely
Flav
be a
size.
giant Flavor Flav.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh,
So we need to also find a chain while we're there. 'Cause I
Right,
don't
exactly.
think the wrist strap is. It's like a belt. I don't know.
Weird, like a
Yeah.
belt. Probably not like a belt.
Like they do on
Like a wrestling
like they
belt.
do on the WWB.
Oh no.
oh goodness.
No, oh,
I
yes.
love this already. I love
Correct.
this so much.
It's very funny. Yeah. We have no
Ernest,
choice.
You're a genius.
The monochrome circus rides again.
We rise. We rise.
I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed that nobody has thrown in the slang yet. You're very
No,
excited about
we just
stuff. and
started.
It's not happening.
We're gonna get there.
Do you not feel like you can say the slang? They're bad words.
They're not my.
This
We
is
can't
a
do it at
family.
home.
This is a family show.
It's gonna be like really scrimshaw, man. Oh my god, I said it. I feel so rebellious.
Nothing screams rebellion like calling out how rebellious it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd like blush real big. You're like, okay, hold on. Ooh, everything's good.
Thank you for reminding me to move that to my other page.
That we have like that almost like Kiss style makeup, but instead of black and white, it's like different colors of gray, so it just looks really splotchy.
Yes.
Or because you are colorblind, it's definitely not different shades of gray.
Oh no!
Just
If we
like-
take
Whatever
it serious,
color.
it's like
Yeah.
neon pink and like puce.
Yeah, just
Super
like
clown makeup.
yeah.
yes,
You're like,
That's
oh,
like
it's
the
so
Addams Family set.
it's so
back in the
cool
day.
and subtle.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly like the Addams Family set. Everything is just bright pink.
They're all tonally close to each other, but all
Yeah.
wildly different hues. Yes, very good.
I would really
I love
like
that.
some artists to make
Please,
the monochrome
Oh,
circus
oh,
gang, please. And we
It'll be
can sell
fast.
them as stickers.
Yes. I love these guys. I hope no trouble befalls them or shame.
Well,
It'll be fine. What do we start off with for trouble and shame?
0.
0. Oh,
Yeah, you're good.
Right. I don't know. When I was a teenager, I kind of had a baseline level of shame. That
If
was
you would like
greater than
to
zero.
play the
No,
game
no.
on hard mode, we can up the shame to 5.
well,
like
welcome to a 15-minute game session.
you decide not to leave the fort because you're too filled with shame.
Mhm.
Okay, well, we're just gonna stay here, but it would be cool.
Right.
It would be really
This whole
neat if we
thing.
did this.
The whole thing was just a dream.
All right.
Perfect.
So, plan to infiltrate the haunted copyright mansion.
And Ernest is scribbling all this directly on the wall with like a hunk of coal.
It's like, do we have an ingress point?
Ingress. That's where you get salads and soup and things, right? Is that right?
No, you're thinking of TGI Thursdays. Um,
Right. Silly me.
Yeah. Right. Good.
This game can go on forever.
Ingress, I think,
Yes,
is where
please.
you enter somewhere, like a door, or like
Oh.
a crack in the wall.
Yeah. There's a door. Can we use the door?
You walk in the front door. I feel like, oh wait, doesn't he have tours? He has like a Wednesday tour, right?
Yeah.
Midday, really weird time to have a tour.
Why though?
Isn't that when everybody's in school?
Yeah, it is. But you know what? We're rebellious, so we're not going to be there. We're going to go on an educational tour of the haunted trademark mansion.
We're going to skip school
Mm,
to go on a school field trip.
yes.
Yeah. They'll never
Yeah.
expect that.
No. Or
Yeah.
maybe we suggest it as a school field trip and we break away from the group.
It's a heist.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody knows that all good heists have lots of steps.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
like
that's-
big, complicated plan has to be like multiple different cutaways.
Mhm. Lots of
Scribble-
montages.
Make a movie
This is
about
going to
it.
be an
Exactly.
entire session of montages. We never get anywhere,
Exactly.
but like you have spent 3 years setting it up.
Oh yeah.
A
Now
very
you're
thorough
goblin
plan.
adults and you have a day job. Like,
I'll
And we
What I'm
just
gonna do
occasionally
is I'm
talk
gonna-
about that
yeah.
day. We almost.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So here's the plan. At midnight the night before, I paint my brother Yerm's face to look exactly like mine. We're fraternal twins, but nobody's realized that yet. So no one will know that we've actually left the group.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't have a brother.
I'll paint my other brother Yerm's face to look exactly like yours.
That's perfect.
Right.
He can't have
No
my
one-
coat. But
No,
otherwise,
no,
yes.
No. We'll like tie a bed sheet around his neck. It'll be fine.
Yeah. He like
All right.
folds in the tag so you can't see that his is also a bed sheet.
totally.
That's
Yeah,
the
that would
plan.
be totally lame, but it would work.
Right. That's the plan. We wing it from there.
That's Fizzbiz. I
Yeah.
love it.
All right.
Super duper fizzbiz, man.
I like
Right.
I like the idea of doing like the rock on thing, but we just hold up our entire hand. Like,
So we only have like 3 fingers.
yeah, exactly.
It's like this. Like
Yeah. Totally, man.
all right. So it is midnight. You're
That's-
painting them while they sleep,
Yeah.
or are you waking them up and telling them what you're doing?
Hmm.
I think if they do wake up,
How cool are they?
completely honest with us,
Okay.
like completely honest with them. But I think we are trying to do this secretly.
Okay. All right.
Like holding the buckets of paint.
Okay. So
Yeah.
wait. So first, I'm gonna
Get the
say
hand.
you had to try to convince the school to go on the field trip.
100%.
That was step 1.
Step
Absolutely.
one. So you're gonna be rolling a d6
Okay.
for that. Whoever is doing it. Also, if you feel like any of your items would help with this, and you can convince me that it would, you may use the second d6.
I have to try this.
Okay.
It has to be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
I like
knows
that.
I'm the wizard kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's perfect.
Like I would be the one to push for this field trip.
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you using any of your items to assist, or
I think you could argue that I'm using all my items to assist.
That's
Because
true.
They're
Because they are like the representative of the, yeah, I love
okay?
that.
I'm not going to give you 3. You
Right.
can have 1.
Right.
So two d6. You also have, if you would like, you also did use a slang, so you could use.
Ooh.
You could turn in a token.
It feels like this is pretty important that we want to, although I've got 2d6 already. My odds of success are very high.
But the more dice you have, the more potential to be successful without complications.
Right. But do I want to be successful without complications?
I feel like perhaps I want you to be successful without
All right,
complications.
all right.
This is a strange twist
I'll s-
where the
Yes.
GM is like, no, but if you use more, then you could like not have complications. And you're like, but what if you mess everything up for me?
Mhm.
Right.
So I don't know what to do anymore. Hi,
If you
everyone
want-
watching at home.
If you want complicationless games, you called the wrong guys.
You got us to leave we left the fort.
I know. I'm
That is
really,
like-
I feel good about
I'll-
that in my
I'll
life.
I'll spend the token and I'll roll 3d6.
You don't have to.
I just did.
Okay. Oh, no.
Token spent.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Oh no. This is a bad start. I rolled 2 3s and a 2.
Okay, cool. So
Hmm.
you don't do the thing
No.
and you pick one outcome. You are either embarrassed in front of others, or you attract unwanted attention, or you lose or break some equipment.
This would be horribly embarrassing.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, I think this is horribly embarrassing.
So you're going to add
Oh, shame.
+1 to your shame.
Shame. Dang.
All right.
The bigger problem is that I didn't accomplish the goal. The teacher was just like, get out of here with
All
that.
right. So let's have a conversation now.
Okay.
It is now the night before you are planning on breaking away from the school field trip.
Yep.
And you're not going on the school field trip. So Ernest, Gerard, what are we gonna do?
Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
Can you tell me that it worked?
Yes,
Can
absolutely.
Ernest tell Gerard that everything is going according to plan, and like maybe I think we've like asked the cool bus driver to drive, like to do the field trip, and we've and like I think I want to like know that it worked, and we want to make sure that the cool bus driver is going to be the one driving on the field trip. And so if I could roll a thing for that
to like get the cool driver,
to get the cool bus driver. Because I think if we have a way to get there, it's like Gerard's just gonna be like,
Oh, it's weird that nobody wanted to come on the field trip. I guess everybody had a sick day.
yeah, I guess so.
yeah, exactly.
All right, so we've added step 1 prime. Okay,
1B, yeah.
so you are now checking to see if you can get the cool bus driver.
Right, exactly.
Do you have anything that
I
can
hope this
assist you
works.
with this?
I think I'm going to use my eyeliner because I think that the cool bus driver was a punk back in the day and like really wants the kids these days to like embrace
That's
that
why he's so
anarchy.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
Got
the cool bus driver is the one with the British accent.
Oh,
It's like, oh yeah, mate, I used to be part of the British punks back in the day. He's like, nobody wears eyeliner anymore.
all right.
It's the Goblin
I'm
version
gonna-
of the Sex
yeah.
Pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Goblin pistols.
Exactly.
Sex goblin?
The Grax Pistols.
Sex goblin.
Yeah, no, I heard it.
It's the one. That's it. That's
All right.
where it's landed. This is my show. Sex goblin.
Up to you. There
I
we
win.
go.
World tour.
Beautiful.
We also need to get t-shirts. The Sex
Yes,
Goblin
that's
World
like
Tour
them.
t-shirts.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
right.
I need that. Yep.
Whoever, anybody out there, get working on that. Thanks.
Yes. All right.
DMs
so
are
I
open.
think I'm using an item, so I'm rolling a second die, correct?
Yeah. Taking the higher number. I believe in you.
I am
think-
willing your success.
Maybe I shouldn't.
That is a 6 on
Yes.
yeah. Oh my god, that's 2 6s.
Ah, you do the thing. Also,
Double 6.
I'm gonna say that he knows and is like, nah.
Yeah, he's figured out that this is
Nothing's more punk than-
right. Totally,
like
man.
hijacking the bus.
Heck yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be wicked scrimshaw. This is gonna be fizbees as heck.
Oh,
because
man.
that was the bus driver using it, I am not giving you
No,
tokens for those
That
uses.
is entirely fair.
All right, cool.
So yeah, so I think that like we are being far more punk than we think we are because we're skipping school as well.
Yes.
But I don't know that we're skipping school.
No, that is the shame that I carry.
There we go. I love that.
I know.
The shame of the lie. I like the idea that you're like just such a nice little marshmallow of a kid that you're like, I'm lying about not.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
All right,
so
it's fine.
much.
We're gonna go to the wizard place. I want to go to the wizard place.
Yes.
All right. It is now the night before. It is midnight. You are going to paint your siblings. Are you helping?
Ernest, me?
Yeah. Are you
Yes.
helping? You've
Yeah.
you've
Think we're
snuck
having
out
a
of your
sleepover,
house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to.
Okay. Well, then, first of all, I'm gonna have you roll to see if you snuck out successfully.
Yeah. This is a monochrome circus operation. We have to
Yes.
be involved with
Absolutely.
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't really have anything that's gonna help me sneak out
Well,
better.
I mean, your cloak is dark.
It's moody. That usually means dark. Yeah, all right. I'll allow that.
Mm.
Thank you.
Him,
My initial thought when you said a moody cloak was that the cloak was sentient in some form of way. And it was very
Right.
like I don't know. It depends on like what is the cloak feeling? Is it going to behave? Is it going to be really cool, or is it going to be like
Be cool, cloak.
yeah, exactly? Is it
I
going to
thought
help you
it-
fly, or is it going to like get really tangled around your feet as you walk?
And I thought it was one of those color changing ones.
Ah,
Like a mood ring.
maybe it is, but like it's cold in the middle of the night, so it'll be dark.
Yeah. Thinking dark
I like
thoughts.
this. I like this.
All right. I am sneaking out now. 6.
Yeah. All right. You make it out without complications.
I did it.
Like,
I feel
Like
a little more cool now.
right. I am
Yeah.
gonna say that like your parents are like maybe out doing bad goblin things. Your
Mhm.
parents are bad like they're like actual goblins.
Mhm.
Right? Like
The goblins they want us to grow up to be.
right.
Right.
And not this like one that reads Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Against the people, man.
Really enjoys the autobiography of football stars.
Can I frame the moment of my escape?
Yes,
from the
please.
home? I'd like to leave right after they leave. Like they're going out, because there has to be some element of danger to it, or else it's not worth doing. I can't just wait until they're gone and then leave.
No, that would be foolish.
So they're like still walking up the driveway or whatever we've got there, and I think the camera's watching them walk out the front door.
Sure.
And then it tilts down to the bushes, and you see a streak of darkness just into the bushes, and then they get it. They like wander down the street, and Ernest pops up, just like the top of his head pops up through the bushes, and he goes, and he looks over his shoulder, and it like slams in for a close up, and he goes, "Scrimshaw," and runs off.
He's just like fell out a window.
Oh, yeah. in his head, it was a really elaborate, like cool flip roll thing, but he definitely just like foof into the bushes.
He like fell through the tree. Ow, ow, ow.
There's like a high production of like, all right, so this is what I'm gonna do. It's a high production version of it where you're like dressed all in like official spy clothing and everything. You tear it off and there's like a bow tie and everything underneath. Meanwhile, it's just you in your cape and your boots just
I love these guys.
I love it.
I've decided.
I feel a kinship with them.
Oh, very much so.
Okay, you're out. You've made it over to your friend's house. You're about to paint your friend's siblings.
All right. I've got the makeup.
And just sticks his hand in like a bucket of paint.
Let's see what color it is.
Yes.
It is bright blue.
For color.
Beautiful.
This is a really, really muted gray. I think this is going to work really well.
No,
Nobody will notice.
No one will know.
All right.
All right.
Let's have a
I'm
roll.
going to like in the fashion that I usually do my makeup, which is like what I think is very precise, but is really just but there's like a very particular squiggle that I do. It doesn't come across.
It's just like dripping down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like do little dab touch ups.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sometimes in your eye. Ow, ow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
I'm holding the bucket.
I don't think I have anything that's going to help me with
I don't
this.
think so.
Just your hands.
Yeah, exactly. It's just my hands.
All right.
Oh no, that's a 2.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
you don't do the thing. And witches, are you are we adding to our shame or our trouble, or are you losing or breaking a piece of equipment?
I want to add to trouble because
That seems right.
I want it to be where I get it in my brother's eye, and I'm like, no, don't tell mom, don't tell mom, don't tell mom, don't tell mom.
You're fine.
He wakes up and he's like, "Ow! What are you doing? This hurt."
No, it's okay. We're just gonna get some eyewash. Don't tell mom, okay?
I think you blinded me.
No, I didn't blind you. You're gonna be fine. It's totally fine.
I can't see out of that eye.
Oh.
Yerm, I'm gonna tell mom. Tell
Which
mom.
one? Wait, which Yerm? Me
Yerm
Yerm
more like him Yerm and
You
points to
Yerm.
like one of the
The Yerm that put paint in my eyeball. Why do you have?
When the brother threatens to tell mom, I'm going to give you an elbow and like hold up the paint bucket. Like, you want me to?
No, not yet. Well, I don't know. Would him being blind in both eyes prevent him from telling mom? I don't think so. I don't know.
Let's paint his mouth.
Paint his mouth. Do it.
I think you don't know how paint works.
We definitely do not. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
100, that is correct.
Painting his mouth. Here we go.
Just like with a big old paintbrush, just slapping it across the face. Don't tell mom. Don't tell mom. Don't tell mom. If you don't tell mom, I'll stop doing this.
Just like slapping at the paintbrush and at you. There's paint all over him now. And he's just like, fine, okay. Oh my God, fine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
God, Yerm.
Who's Yerm?
It's gonna work.
Scrimshaw.
You said the bad word. I'm going to tell mom that you said the bad word if you tell mom that we did this.
You put paint in my everything.
Did I? Or did
Yes.
the paint fairy?
What? You know I was scared of the paint fairy. Why would you say that?
I light my
Noise.
lighter and make the lighting on Gerard's
Oh,
face
like under
very
his
much
chin.
like-
yeah.
It's the opposite of this.
You said
Put
light
it
from
above the
above.
head.
Wait, you
Yeah.
guys are
Like,
like below. That light would
the
be
paint
from above, I
fairy.
think.
It would be. It definitely would be. I imagine.
He looks
that you
angelic.
are
It's
taller.
terrifying.
No, don't wait. That was mean. Why would you do that? You
I'm
know
sorry.
that's like my thing.
Okay. Never mind. It's fine. I'll see you at the field trip tomorrow, I guess.
What field trip?
Well, time to go.
find out
Good
today.
And we leave.
That's a heck of a way to wake up.
Oh my god.
I can't see. I don't know. You're making things up about a field trip. You terrified me with one of my childhood fears. And now. All right. Well, thanks for coming over.
Oh my
It's
god.
been
I
a
love
treat.
that the paid fairy is a nightmare creature.
It feels like something specific to your
Oh yeah.
how, like,
To like
because you're
this
always putting
family
paint
of
on yourself,
goblins.
and you're like, "Where did it come?"
Right.
Your siblings were like, "Where did it come from?" And you're like, "The paint fairy." And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh god."
Not
I
the
do?
paint fairy.
It's not even like a normal fairy tale. It's not. It's just something that Gerard has made up.
Paint
Wholesale.
fairy. The paint fairy will come in and paint you while you sleep. Oh
Right.
God, what?
Horrible colors that you've never seen. Colors. More than just black, white, and gray.
I think you definitely have one sibling that's like, I really like the paint fairy.
Oh yeah, and
It's always
like,
that one brother.
You're like, quiet, Yerm. This is stop it.
It's like, I don't know. That Yerm has always been really, really strange, but I kind of like him.
I think that Yerm is just a
He's
human.
really quiet.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like a human child that like
Like,
wandered down into the
He's
realm.
the changeling.
Yeah.
I always had a
Incredible.
suspicion about that kid.
He's like that Yerm wakes up and is like, why are you blue?
What's
That-
blue?
Just I don't know what that means.
All right, cool.
It's a
Well,
very strange thing for you to say.
roll back
up,
over and go to
Yerm.
sleep.
He's that one that they all go, oh,
Ah.
That Yerm's adopted. Like we're pretty sure on that. Like we're not even just saying that to be mean. We're like almost positive.
I'm almost
right?
positive.
he's like a foot and a half taller than everybody else.
Yeah.
You're
It's like,
6.
he looks
What are
like
you
a normal goblin. And meanwhile, it's like prosthetic goblin ears.
He's just like wearing a hat. Like
yeah,
just
exactly.
Paper mache.
it's fine.
Oh, no.
goodness. All right. So we have
This has been a
failed
really
to
rich
create the field
tapestry.
trip. We've gotten our way there, but we also don't have our decoys, which is fine because the field trip's not happening.
Right,
Yeah.
Just
but
us.
yeah.
So it's even less weird that they're not coming along.
I think the bigger challenge now, it's not even a challenge for us because we know where we'll be, not at
Yeah.
school. Like
Right.
it's the when they notice we're not there, what's going to happen? And that's going to be some other person's problem.
100%.
That's some other
100% gonna be
Yerm's
somebody.
problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like this. This is good. This is a good plan.
Okay, so
it is a plan.
It is a plan.
so like we established that midday was going to be when the like tour was happening. So what do
Correct.
you do from midnight until midday?
I think that's a good plan. That's a good plan. That's a good idea.
It's a good plan.
I think we need like disguises,
Oh,
don't we?
Do we need disguises? I think we need disguises.
I think
Yeah.
so. We have to look like respectable members of society. Yes, we have to raid our parents' like closets to look like square goblins.
I love it. I love this idea.
That's what I'm going to do.
I am
I don't know what you're going to do.
for it. Yeah,
are you
no,
both
100%.
rating?
I think we're both rating
Ernest's
parents'
closet?
Ernest's parents' closet. Yeah.
We have established that my parents are the ideal
typical
goblin.
Yeah.
Typical goblins.
So I think that's a good place to start.
Yes.
And they have more than enough loincloths and whatnot for both of us.
Absolutely. Plenty of animal hides.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to also grab like a sack so I can throw my cloak and my boots in it. Because I'm not taking those. I'm going to a wizard.
So we're gonna be in the disguises until we get to the wizard place,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna dress up like we're there to be part of part of the tour. We're big fans,
Yeah.
which we
Yeah.
are in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to just point out that we have absolutely been playing for just over an hour and we are still not to the adventure.
Right.
Sure we are. This is all part of it. We have to get there.
But we got to do the pre-adventure before
about
we
the
do the
journey.
adventure.
Yeah. This is all, we're pre-gaming. It's cool.
Yeah. The word gaming is right in it.
We're having
there.
a session 0.
Session 0, rich
Just-
tapestry of the background of the goblin families.
Exactly.
Our world is built.
I understand. It's all
100%.
it's all right here.
Oh no.
Oh yes,
We did it.
Well,
we've done it.
This I would like to just point out for everyone watching at home. This is why I don't do as much prep anymore for these,
Yes,
especially
I think
when
I was-
Patrick is here.
I was directly a part of one of the inciting incident for that reason.
It's true.
All right,
I had pages of notes. I had pages of
Pages.
notes. We didn't do any of it.
None
fine.
of that. So I think that's what we do. Do we want to roll for that?
Yeah, I would love for you
Beautiful.
to roll for that because I need to know how successful you're. I mean, I feel like you'll feel that you are successful, but I want to know how
Yes.
actually
Oh, boy.
successful.
Yes.
That
so
you are
we
going to
both
be.
need to do this.
Both need to do it.
All right.
Okay.
We ready?
Ready. I'm ready.
Oh, that's a 5.
I got a 5 too.
All right.
Oh
So-
god.
So you do actually. Wow, there's a lot of celebration happening. Okay, so you do the thing, but I am going to increase each of your troubles because it's you do
Okay.
the thing, but I get to pick one.
Yeah.
So
Yes, you
we're
do.
adding +1 to each of your trouble because
Okay.
you do
not
look
supposed
like
to
a
be doing
goblin, but you also you still very much look like a kid. You know how when
Oh,
teenagers think they're like, I look like an adult, I'm good, but you're like, nah, dude, you're.
Are we 2 goblins in a trench coat? Is that what's happening?
It is now.
Yes. Yes. I'm
Who-
so excited for this.
Who is the head and who is the legs? You're welcome to roll for it, or I can
think-
roll for it, whatever you want.
I think that logically, because we have established that Ernest is the taller of the two,
Mm.
that Ernest should be the legs and that Gerard should be the head. But
Mhm.
that's logically. So I think we should do the opposite of that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I think so too. I also think that there is a 0% chance that Ernest would walk into a wizard's mansion and not be constantly
Oh,
like
100%.
looking around.
Yeah.
So there's, I mean, you know, that's a different problem.
This is also like a trip for you. You're the wizard guy. So like I want you to be the one experiencing it.
I like that there's still like an empathy layer to it. Like, but this is my boy. Like, this is my friend. He's got
my buddy. You're my best friend in the world. Of course, I want you to experience the wizard house.
Yeah.
I also feel like
I'll be
maybe
the legs.
we can add this to the Sex Goblins tour t-shirt is the picture of the two goblins in the trench coat.
In the trench coat.
With like one just looking through.
Yeah. And the cool dragon lighting.
Yeah.
Holding it up at the concert.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's the inevitable. That's the inevitable conclusion of their story.
Like one hand just like fist out, like
they just give up and go to a concert instead. Like it's just like, well, whatever. Sex Goblins are in town, so we're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. We have made it finally to
the wizard's house.
the haunted mansion.
The haunted trademark mansion.
Owned and operated, I guess, by Sir Alfred Haunted.
Yes.
This is giving me really strong. I don't know if you've ever watched Gravity Falls, but this is giving me really strong, like, Mystery Shack vibes. Like,
oh, absolutely. Can Sir Alfred Haunted be like a Grunkle Stan kind of character?
It's just like the worst wizard. He has like the tiniest little bit of magic, but like is really just hustling people.
Right.
So you pull up in the bus. The bus driver is like doesn't care that there's no other goblin kids on the bus. Like he's just like, yeah, he just like cranked up Sex Goblins. It's just
exactly.
like it's just like
back when they were good.
Right. Yeah. They like before they sold out, you know. So the like first half of their first album, because they only have one album. So it's like tracks 1 through 3. That's when it was really good.
Right. Right.
Those
he
are the
just
good old
plays
days.
those on a loop the whole time. But
It's
it
not
might
even
also
the real
be
album,
because
it's like
the tape
the
is
EP.
Yeah, it's the tape is like
selling
stuck in the like
That's all the bus can listen to.
All you can listen to. So
tape, for sure. And for anybody who doesn't know, a cassette tape.
Yeah.
A plastic square that had tape on the inside, and you would have a device that read that and it would produce music.
And it would wear out. So I think it's also pretty worn out. Like song 3 gets a little wobbly in places that you're like, what? And then he's just like, and just like
I love though that the kids on the bus, that's the only way they've ever heard it. So they think that's how the song goes.
How it is. Yeah.
Right.
Correct. Because I mean, no respectable goblin parent would let you listen to Sex Goblins.
Absolutely not.
Like, even if they absolutely listened to them when they were young, like they would never admit to that. That's not appropriate for you. Yerm.
Not for kids. Yerm.
We listen to the Sparrows or the Disease.
The Diseased Sparrows.
Yeah.
That's the super group that
I was trying to do.
exactly.
The Disease Sparrows.
That was their tour. It was good.
Yeah, that was their Velvet Revolver. It was really commercial, but like
super commercial. Talk about selling out. Am I right?
They made catchy tunes.
Tried to do like an Eagles and the Cure allegory.
Oh my
Did
god,
not work.
Or did it absolutely work?
I think it worked.
That would be a wild
super group. Oh,
I'd be into it.
The Cure Eagles. That's the name of it. The Cure Eagles, the Disease Sparrows.
Robert Smith and the Eagles.
Listen, I don't know what thread we're on, everybody who's watching at home, but I'm having a damn good time. So, So I'm actually going to say, now that we're finally to where like the action I thought was going to start, we're going to take our bio break.
Cool.
That makes sense.
So we'll be back in a few minutes.
Beautiful.
Go get yourself something to drink. Listen to Sex Goblins and
the Disease Sparrows.
And the Disease Sparrows. Their early stuff before they sold out.
But only the other early stuff.
Bye.
Bye, guys. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back from the break. We ate toast and water because we are thriving in our lives.
Yes. I am still in the process of being beamed up. I have not.
Not quite yet.
That'll happen at the end of the stream.
Yeah, just like slowly. I do think I feel like we really missed an opportunity for you to like make your chair higher and just like not refer to it at all. Just like just have you be like slightly out of frame the rest of the time.
Oh God, that's very bright.
This is all just for us.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, friends. Like we're having a great time. All right.
You need an umbrella.
I do need an umbrella. Little parasol.
Mm-hmm.
But like a goblin-y punk parasol.
Right.
Bat wings.
It's like yeah. Bat wings. It's kind of like tattered. It's old. Found it in the dumpster. Definitely.
I definitely feel like with your luck though, there would be like a hole in it that would let just across your eyeballs though. So like
yes,
like,
exactly.
I mean, I guess the rest of me is shaded. How is there a hole in every place that I turn? What?
It is the inconvenient umbrella. It is constantly letting whatever you're trying to block through at exactly the right spot to hit you directly in the right eye.
Right in it.
It's like
every time. All right. Hey, you're at Sir Alfred Haunton's mansion.
Yes,
We made it.
Together in a trench coat
we did it.
with like very tiny legs.
Yes.
Are we substantially taller than like teenage humans are about the same size as adult humans?
Yeah.
Mm.
So, all right. I just wanted to clarify that
Yes.
we're like, we're doing some Scooby-Doo stuff that was
Yes.
completely unnecessary. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
100%.
I'm into it.
You walk up to like
They're
The
real
ticket-
short here.
It's like
the
we still
ticket
look
counter.
like a child.
and the person at the front's like, all right, welcome to the Haunted Mansion built by Sir Alfred Haunted. Tours start at the top of the hour.
Yes. Please continue.
I'll need your ticket, sir.
Yes.
I said yes. We need that. Here it is. Here it is.
Scripture.
Your
Scripture.
your pants seem to be swearing at me, sir.
I'm no, that's just my pet pocket.
I think at this point
your
the
pet
sparrow
pocket?
the sparrow flies out of the pocket.
That's him. He's called Pocket. He talks. Say something, Pocket, please.
Scripture.
Still seems
So-
to be coming from your pants, but I truly don't get paid enough, so I don't care.
Great. Well, it's good to meet you. Have
I
a great day.
I need your ticket, though. I can't let you in without a ticket.
This is embarrassing. You see, my ticket is in my other quiver.
Quiver?
Yeah. Oh, God, what do you think? Don't wear quivers with
You
them?
bought a ticket
Yeah,
from here,
definitely did. Absolutely.
and then you left. You put it in your quiver, and then you left the quiver at home, and you came back.
Right. Hold on.
Right.
Is there a place to have bought a ticket that we just walked past?
yeah.
Well, might as well just get a new one then. You just remind me. Turn a little bit. Okay. Where
It's like
do I go?
it's like 3 steps.
Oh.
Oh, right.
The counter
remember that.
that says tickets, the big one.
Yeah.
Right inside
Definitely.
the front door.
Yeah, I have. Yes. We, Pocket and I were just there yesterday.
Squawk.
We came too early.
Squawk. Your pants just squawked
indeed,
at me.
Pocket. Yes.
Sir.
Sorry. Yes.
No, that's Pocket. Very good at throwing their voice. Actually, a talent that they've developed.
Great. So you're gonna go get one and come back.
Yep. Bye then. Trying to nudge. I'm assuming we've
Look top just goes like
I'm assuming we have
It's
some
just
sort of
like-
system for like.
I
little bit this
definitely
way.
see you just like walking away in a very like serpentine. Nope, definitely gonna go to the left. No,
Okay, we're good. Everything's fine.
Lots of little arm circles to like.
Yes.
the person at the ticket counter has been watching all of this, just like great. So
It's like, this is my day today.
Oh, brother.
so one ticket.
One ticket, please. Unless you charge for pets. It wasn't what you said. It was how you said it.
Yes. Yeah, listen, that's fine. It's gonna be 17 goblin dollars.
Gobbers.
Gobbers.
Robbers.
17 gobbers.
17 gobbers, of course. That is a great deal. It's a great deal.
Why are you yelling?
I'll be right back.
Are you
You need
okay?
to, like,
Do I need to call a doctor? What's happening?
oh.
Is there like an extra set of hands at the bottom? It's like, no.
No, we're fine.
Just here.
Squawk. IBS. Squawk.
I think we need to like find a corner to duck around to like regroup because I will not be foiled by admission.
Anyway, this is the end. So thanks for coming, everybody.
I was foiled by admission.
Shall
Just
not be
kidding.
defeated by a
just kidding.
mid-wage clerk.
They're gonna find the 17
We are-
gobbers somewhere.
We are in
Or-
the door.
You are inside. You're in the lobby.
Yeah. We
You
might be
have a
able to
couple
just, like,
options. Yeah, you
make
could
our
just
way in.
duck through. You could try to pickpocket some money. Just a couple of other like patrons in there.
What would a punk do?
Mm-hmm.
A goblin punk
Yeah, a goblin punk.
with a lighter and a cloak. Oh,
I have a slingshot,
Ooh.
suitable rocks, and a sparrow.
great.
Potentially now named Pocket.
if only you had listed this among our assets in the first place.
Can you do you think you can? I think we need a distraction. I think we
Are
need them
you
looking.
still on him, or did you like climb down?
No, I
Or
think
you just
I-
like
No, I think we're still like,
It was
like,
like-
I'm
you just like
poking my head out
okay,
at this
so
point.
just
if there's a chance somebody walked around the corner.
right. So just for everybody knows that like this means that if you're still up there, that you walked around the corner, faced a wall, opened your trench coat, and are now
Looked down and started talking.
talking down at whatever is down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's their problem.
Yeah.
They make their own assumptions. It's not our problem.
I know I said
also
that
have
this
a
was a
feeling that
family
they-
friendly show, but like
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think perhaps.
There's a goblin.
Look, I'm also pretty sure that they know what's going on. Like, okay,
1,000%.
all right,
Okay.
we're just gonna let this slide. I
So,
get
well-
paid minimum wage. I can't be. I'm not paid enough to
2 or
care.
3 times a week this happens here.
100%.
Ugh.
All right, so I have a plan. You see that snooty looking guy over there?
They all look pretty snooty to me.
Okay, well, it's the one on the left with the top hat and the conspicuous monocle.
The Monopoly guy.
Yeah. I imagine it's also another two kids in a trench coat.
That's why they don't mind so much, because otherwise there would never be.
There's no business.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, yes, I am a business person. Would like to business this establishment.
These, however, are not teenagers. They are like third graders.
Yeah.
like they have a trench coat, but it is dragging on the ground, even with one on the shoulders.
Correct.
Little shiny goblin head.
So Gerard's gonna.
I bet you they have at least 17 gobbers. Very least.
Yeah.
And if not, definitely that other person over there that is just wearing normal clothes.
So we have to rob one of them,
Right.
and then count the money. And if we don't have enough, we have to rob somebody else.
I think that's the gist of it. Yeah.
Foolproof plan.
Yeah.
Fizz biz.
His biz, man. All
Let's
right.
do it.
So, and, I think maybe we start with the normal guy, and then if not, or no, what do you think?
That was worth the wait. Thank you. It was your turn.
I need everyone to understand that this is just the atmosphere that we promote here at Sarah's Table. Just come on in and say whatever wild thing comes into your brain. You're welcome here.
Patrick, take a shape point.
If you would like, keep your own.
I feel like I've got at least 3.
Personally, your goblin's fine.
Yes,
you
exactly.
personally.
Oh no, yes, no, 100% me as a person. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that the normal guy is Terry Bradshaw.
Okay.
we might have no idea that. Well, no, you have a poster of him on your wall. Famed author Terry Bradshaw.
Is Goblin Terry Bradshaw? It's not
Gary
only a
Bradshaw?
football player, is also a fan. Yes, Gary Bradshaw, not only a football player, also a famed fantasy author.
Well,
That's what
let's
he did
rob
after he
him.
retired.
Right, exactly.
We know he's got $17.
Yeah, 100%.
And also, are we aware that the other person is kids?
No.
No. Okay.
No, definitely not.
It is, but no, you are not. You are not
Yeah.
aware.
I don't know.
No, they have a very
person looks
convincing
rich.
disguise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the monocle kind of gives it away, right?
Yeah, no
Right.
regular people have monocles.
No, only rich people have monocles.
Mhm.
And $17.
At least.
Yeah, we just wander over there and you can get it. You know?
So what I think what I'll do is I'll distract them with the slingshot, and then Pocket is gonna fly over, and it's just gonna fly in their face. And while they're doing that, we'll grab the $17 from their pocket, or we could have Pocket grab the $17 from their pocket. What do you think?
Oh boy.
That is he trained to do that? Can he do that?
Unclear.
Let's try the
believe it.
first one.
Does that-
We'll do the first one.
Then you can send Pocket after
Yeah, exactly.
Gary Bradshaw.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So how do we do that?
What an excellent question.
This is a good question.
This whole thing is
You
actually
haven't even
heisting
gotten into the
$17.
mansion.
I don't know that we'll ever get there, but we're gonna have a darn good time.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Hopefully the watch is near the front.
Definitely gonna roll a d6. That's gonna happen. Do you have anything that will assist you in this?
I am using both my slingshot and my sparrow.
Okay, good. So you can add. I'm gonna say roll a d6 for each of those. Let's like make
Cool.
this
Yeah.
a thing. You did a lot of swearing quietly inside
did.
that. If you would
Have
like
you filled
to,
up your tokens?
if you would like to use a token,
I will absolutely use a token. So is that another D6 or is that a?
yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
Beautiful. All right.
So
let's-
4d6.
Yeah.
It feels like it should succeed, that you should be
One would
stealing
think.
something from this.
One would think.
This very distinguished gentleman who clearly is.
Okay. So we got 2 5s, a 2, and a 3.
Okay. You
Like that.
successfully steal the money pouch
Yes.
from this individual.
Yes. This distinguished gentleman.
You do attract a bit of unwanted attention, so +1 to
Okay.
your trouble, please.
Okay.
Um,
Well, we're up to 3.
Oh,
however, when you open the money pouch,
no.
there are 11 gobbers,
Right.
a stick of gum.
How much is that worth?
It looks like it may have been chewed, so probably not a whole lot.
Oh, less.
Lots of pocket lint and a dead mouse.
Oh, the dead mouse is an absolute win.
Pay with that.
This is so cool. Dude, I only like voles are like the biggest thing that pocket brings me. A mouse? A whole mouse?
Your
Crazy.
pants are yelling about a mouse, dead mouse.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy about this.
I mean,
Don't look at me.
Spock.
Okay, so we have $11.
11 gobbers.
I don't think that's enough.
You can offer just like the pouch.
Final offer.
I'm gonna say
You
that
want
like,
this 11 gobbers or what's in the back? Is this like a
like the whole thing. No, I'm saying like I think goblins are fairly chaotic, so there's probably a bit of like I could barter kind of situation. This could be a role for you.
We are either definitely paying you 11 gobbers or potentially 17 gobbers, but maybe something else.
but you don't know what's in the bag?
It's the money or the bag situation. What do you
Yeah.
want?
Deal
No, we'll do the
Or
Deal or-
no deal.
Deal or no deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We can try to I think we would know that about goblin kind, right? We would know that,
You are goblins.
which is why I feel like we would know this.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is probably close enough. These are treasures.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
That'll be great. Yeah,
Let's
totally fine. Totally fine.
let's get in line right behind this distinguished gentleman
Yes.
and see how that goes.
well, they're yelling about not having like they had money and they're trying to do the thing where like when little kids try to make their voice real deep and they're like, we had money. And the person at the desk is like, you gotta like, please go somewhere else. This is really, you're not, get out of here. Like walk away grumbling. They don't even get around the corner before they just like the top one's like, just like dismounts. Like, the bottom, the one on the bottom is just like pants that they have pulled up to like their mouth. And then like they have this big long trench coat now like behind them like
Like a
trailing and they're all like grumbling. I thought that was going to work. I thought it was going to work. No, we're never going to see it. Oh, they just like walk out. Now it's you two. One.
Cool.
You one distinguished gentleman.
Yes, one very distinguished gentleman. They dropped the monocle. Like I've like picked it up and like passed it up through the trench coat.
Your hand just comes up and puts it on him.
We have I have returned with the appropriate amount of money.
Great. 17 gobbers.
Here you go. Give him the little bag full of stuff. Ta-da!
There's definitely money in there. There's also just some other stuff.
Yeah.
Sir. sir.
Oh no.
This is lint, partially chewed gum,
Let me see.
a dead mouse, and 11 gobbers.
The dead mouse is worth at least 9.
Give me a roll.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy, I don't really have anything to help with this.
Just my chutzpah.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I've got a couple tokens.
Yeah, you can use your
being
tokens.
Awesome. So I'm going to spend one, and we're going to increase our chances and hope for the best. And here we go. Oh God. Oh no.
Jeff.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
No.
Okay,
I'm
so
the best at rolling terrible numbers.
Try to figure out.
she is not at all impressed with your idea of using the mouse to barter. And then you get to pick which one of your, like, are you embarrassed by this, or have you attracted unwanted attention? Or are you losing or breaking some equipment?
I think I've got to increase my trouble.
Okay, where are we at with trouble?
I'm only at 2.
Okay. Your pants are in much
My
more
pants
trouble.
are in
than
much more trouble.
Hmm.
Not the. It's
Also, an
never
excellent name of the episode. My pants are in much more trouble than I am.
yeah.
Absolutely incredible. I love that.
Just
so
making a quick
much.
note.
My pants are in much more trouble than I am.
All right, so
My autobiography
out
by Gary Bradshaw.
this fall, new book.
God, I'm trying to figure out like how to do the runaway or hide thing, or the above and beyond. I don't
Listen,
know.
you can just run away and hide. You would be taking him with you
I would-
because he
yeah,
is on your
exactly,
shoulders, but
exactly.
like, you're welcome to just turn and book it if you want.
Mm.
Yeah. I have to imagine it seems pretty clear at this point that this is not working. This
Right.
particular line of thought isn't getting us anywhere.
I think at this point, I'm gonna try and like things are like I can see that like things are starting to brew, and I'll be like, cut the losses, book it, and then try and run into the museum and just like hide behind like a suit of armor or something along those lines.
Great.
Just
And
like
potentially
dash
if-
through.
Yeah, potentially if the clerk tries to follow us, just shout like, be like, oh God, what is it? You're a minimum wage slave to capitalism. Do you really care about this as much? Squawk.
I'm gonna have her roll to see if she cares because
Cool.
I don't like because the mechanic is that you're running away from trouble and hiding.
Yes.
So you are you're gonna roll to remove some of your trouble. But I want to know if she's even gonna pursue. So she rolled a 1.
Gotti, I said no. She rolled a
She
1.
doesn't do the thing. She does not
care.
She does not care.
So we make like a
Not
big
follow
deal
you.
about how we're
Running away
fighting
and
back
hiding.
against the man. And
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's like, yeah, whatever.
$75.
Come on, Mr. Bradshaw.
Gobbers.
Not even. It's 6 gobbers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they took our 11.
As you're running
I
away,
guess we just left it.
Gary Bradshaw is upset that he can't find his membership number, so they won't let him in yet. Do you know who I am? 17 gobbers, sir.
Love your work.
You're either Gary Bradshaw or Gary Brooks. I'm having a hard time figuring that
Gary
out.
Brookshaw, probably
Yeah,
like
Gary
a
Brookshaw.
hybrid situation.
Yeah, 100%.
It's fine.
Played a lot of football, but also wrote a very like influential fantasy series
Yes.
Mhm.
About football.
about football.
Because goblins don't have football. So that's
Right.
like their fantasy series is about.
one,
Yeah.
one could call it fantasy football.
You could, yeah.
Mhm.
And then there's all those LARPers that do that, and they're
Yeah.
just like
They're very
very weird people. It's fine.
there's a lot of, like,
They LARP football.
yeah, exactly.
Like how they would do it. Like they definitely it's like reenactments of like
Mhm.
of games that had happened.
100%. It's like, it's like touch football, and they're like, gotcha. It's like, no, you didn't. It's like, no, I have to. We're doing the reenactment. At this point in the game, I tackled you.
I tackled you, so you have
I had
to lay
to gotcha.
down. You're supposed to, and then you have to give me the ball. We talked about this. He's not following the rules again. Anyway, you guys are in the museum.
Yeah, we're in the museum.
Mm-hmm. I think it
didn't start out as a museum, but it is one now. So
immediately need to like change out of the grown up too tall clothes.
Mm-hmm.
We did it. We're masterminds.
This is the end. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you feeling good about yourself. So
yeah, what is it like here?
I mean, it's very Mystery Shack. It's very just like weird stuff with like little like scrawled plaques underneath it. Like some of the plaques were printed and then there's like paper over them with like corrections and stuff taped on. It's very bright. As Patrick, excellent job. Thank you for doing that.
I was gonna say, if anybody's ever wondered exactly how white I am literally glowing. Literally glowing.
Yeah. Give yourself a little moment. Do you need a moment?
I'm gonna try and resolve at least part of this.
It's not gonna help.
I don't think it's worked at all. It's a different light source. It has not worked.
Well,
it's fine.
I mean, tell the sun to dial it back a little.
Back later.
This is working. This is working.
That does it. That
seems to be.
All right, we're good. Anyway.
Okay. So yeah, the museum itself is literally just one room. It's got all of the things in it. The watch is there on a stand.
Oh,
it's got like one of those cloches over it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is there on a little stand.
It's beautiful. It's stunning. Truly a work of art.
So this is how the wizards
like a
live.
Sportiva.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the plan. I definitely remember the plan.
The plan was
I like flashback to like on the wall, and there was a bunch of scribbles that all ended up with saying,
once you get in, just wing it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we can just have it.
I wonder if there's any like pressure plates or maybe lasers surrounding it. We should, do we have any like dust or anything along those lines that we could like toss into the air and see if there's any like lasers guarding it? There's always lasers. Maybe a tripwire.
I don't have any tripwires.
No, not like that we would set up. I mean, like tripwire, like around.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got a lighter and I've got boots. I've got these boots.
Oh,
I can look for pressure plates.
Gustav on things.
Yeah. That's the fastest way to find them. Everybody knows it.
You said to this voice in your head.
No,
I got these boots. It's the fastest way to.
Yeah, it's talking to himself through it, you know? Yeah.
There's a ferry flying through the
wearing a little security hat or like
a very tiny security guard ferry.
I think
he's just dancing. It's normal. I'm normal.
I have a way
walking around
to deal with the ferry.
Oh boy.
Oh no. You're gonna go send the bird out to eat the ferry?
Well, not to eat the ferry, just to harass the ferry.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Give me your roll.
I don't want any actual harm to come to the ferry.
Pocket is a bird and has baser instincts. We'll see what happens.
It's true.
And you're using Pocket, so you get to also use that D6.
Oh, yes.
2d6.
Well, I rolled a 3 on both of them.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
You don't do the thing.
No.
I am going to say Pocket did eat the fairy.
Ah!
Are you embarrassed
No!
or did you attract unwanted attention?
I feel like that's more
Or did you lose
embarrassing
Pocket?
than anything.
Or did you lose Pocket?
Ooh,
You could lose
Pocket might be
Pocket.
sick now.
I think Pocket is sick. I don't think the fairy is dead,
No.
and I don't think any harm has come to Pocket.
Yeah.
But like
It's
other
just
than like nausea.
Yeah.
Like
Pocket flies over to you and gives you the equivalent of a bird middle finger.
Ugh.
It's going home. I'm done with this.
Fair ball.
Bleh.
Yeah, exactly.
Pocket, wait. I mean, oh, that's
What's her problem?
unfortunate.
Worked so good.
But now there's no security.
There's Tums at home on the show.
Goblin Tums? Gums?
Gums. There's gums at home on the shelf.
I like that
That's
we've
true.
just unilaterally decided that it's everything with a G at the beginning, and that
Yeah.
makes it a goblin version of it.
Yes, exactly.
Fine.
It's like the
Seems to be
early
working.
2000s of like E something or like I
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
I
So, I mean, there is, however, the tiny fairy walkie-talkie that had fell, and so you can hear like, please check in. So, like, there's limited time.
Do you want to do it or should I? I think you should.
I think I should.
You're a tenor. You do it.
Did you hear what she sounded like?
Not a one.
Mm.
Just pretend like you've got a cold.
This is me. I'm having a rough time, but I'm okay. Everything's fine. Over.
You don't have to say that. It doesn't.
Right.
Give me a roll.
Oh no.
I do like that you that over and then it does it.
That's a 4. I rolled a 4.
You do the thing. Okay, you do the thing. But you were, I'm gonna say that you were embarrassed in front of,
Yeah.
like, you had to be pretty silly looking to make that sound come out of you.
I'm willing to do accents in front of my friends, but not
Right.
funny voices.
No, that's totally different. Completely different.
We'll
Draw
work
the
on
line.
it. That improv workshop's going to pay off one of these days.
Oh no, goblin improv. That's the worst. No, thank you.
They call
Okay.
themselves improvlins.
Gimprov.
Yeah, in Providence.
Oh no.
Yes.
You know they would.
I know, but I hate it. Okay, so you are currently alone in this vast sprawling museum. Security
That is one room.
You don't feel like is coming your direction. You feel like you saved them off. You can still hear Gary Bradshaw yelling because it's not a large place. But he seems occupied. Tour has not started yet, but it's imminent. So now's your chance. You grabbing the watch?
Yeah. It's gonna just walk up and be like, just move my hand as if I'm like moving through unseen lasers and like propping myself up in like a super duper weird way. Be like, I'm probably dodging all of the lasers right now.
You haven't heard any alarms yet, so it must be working.
Right. And I am going to take what I think is the weight of the watch in my suitable rocks. And I'm going to like grab a couple of the rocks and I'm going to be
Okay.
and do the Indiana Jones thing.
All right. Give me a roll. Okay, so you're going to be using your rocks. So that's 2d6.
Yeah.
Do you have any tokens left?
Don't think I do.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. So 2d6.
That's 2 6s.
Wow!
That's 2 6s. That's 2 6s. It happened twice. This is real. That's weird. This is real weird.
You do the thing with no complications. It is now switched from the watch to the rock.
Why can't you be this good when I'm rolling characters?
I don't know. I would argue that your roll for character was real good.
Yes.
Today.
True. So.
Okay, you've done it.
I got it. I did the thing. Wow.
I'm gonna just scamper
That's so
over
cool.
and I'm gonna hand it to Ernest.
Wow. It's yours. This is incredible. We should go.
We should. Do you feel like you have unlimited power to turn back time?
I think so.
You listen to it. Oh.
Yeah.
That's Fizzbiz.
How do we get out?
Oh, right. Exit strategy.
We just run real fast. Maybe we can turn back time to when we were outside.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Try and use the watch.
Click.
Goes back a 17th of a second.
Click.
Goes back and says,
17th of a second.
Do we know that like time is reversing? No? Okay.
It's so little. It's like
Yeah.
you can't.
Doesn't seem to be happening. We'll figure it out.
We
I'm
didn't
sure there's
do
like
the magic words.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. This is definitely not a wasted trip.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. In the pocket of my moody cloak.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're amazing. You know that?
Thank you.
Like you've gone along with this entire plan. You like made it happen with the clerk. We like got in here. Like you did such a great job.
And the field
And,
trip.
like, you and the field trip. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe that all worked out. You know what? You look like a wizard. And now that you've got that watch, you are a wizard. I'm proud of you, Ernest.
Scrimshaw.
The real treasure was the friends we made along the way.
This is the part where I get tackled by some sort of devil.
It's just like 100 fairies just coming smacking you. I'm gonna say that this is the end of your adventure, and I'm gonna give you a postscript. Right,
Okay.
you got it. You got out of there. You get home. Oh boy, are you feeling so good? But you're both grounded because your parents definitely discovered that you skipped school and
Super
painted
grounded.
your siblings. How many
Stole their
times do
clothes.
we have to talk about this with the paint? Yerm's not going to sleep for a week. You know they're scared of the paint, Barry. I'm so mad at you for coming
I
up with that.
know, but like I
don't want to hear it. To your room, young man,
Okay.
young goblin, whatever we call you.
Fairy's definitely real though.
Stomps upstairs. Meanwhile, like Pocket's sitting on the countertop right
It's like
next to the
horking up
bed.
a fairy. Just
Just having a cup of coffee with the fairy. Like,
Exactly.
they worked out their differences.
they're
and, like,
friends now. Craig, you also grounded for like a week, but they don't discover that you have the watch, and so you're able to just like lovingly staring at this watch, kind of figure it out. And then like, we pull up a little bit further, camera pans back, and there is like a terrifying creature who is very clearly the paint fairy that's just like outside both of your houses. Go back into the bushes.
Oh God.
It's not
Gross.
scary. It's good. Anyway, that was exactly how Goblin Punks was intended to be run, always
Definitely.
from the
I'm
beginning.
positive that's true.
Thanks, Grant Howitt.
Sure.
So here is my question to all of you. It is time for our moments of gratitude.
Hooray.
Oh my
What
God.
were you grateful for about in this particular game, friends?
Just
man.
so much. Very, very much. I am just deeply great, Jeff. Just the like going along with everything and just like being right there with all of the with all of the different ridiculous shenanigans.
That
Just absolutely
that was mine. I was
You stole mine.
you stole mine. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody was so
like-
willing to just be like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
that.
100% like just adding things to the world.
Yeah. I really loved that, like, your version of Goblin Punks that are like no good goblins are just like really sweet kids who really really value friendship and joy and like helping each other and like literature and like
They just don't want to do what their parents do for a living.
right
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
like, which is, you know, actually I really think a fun way of looking at it, because like goblins, you think of goblin society, you think of like chaos and hoarding and greed and like destruction, and so you're just like delicate little flowers of goblin creatures. Like, I just like, if this was a Monty Python movie, you'd be the ones who are like, I just want to sing.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope, stop that, stop
we
that.
are Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate, I always love anytime the three of us get to play a game together, because I think there's always such positive energy, and it feels like whatever the game is and the way we do it always feels like the game I wanted to play in that moment.
Right.
So I very much
agree.
felt that today too. This was great.
I very much agreed. Sarah, I am also grateful for your unending patience and being able to just like constantly roll with the punches of whatever we inevitably come up with and decide we want the game to be. And like I think it's really fun where it's like, yeah, you have the outline of the game and you're using the mechanics of the game, and maybe that's not entirely the way it was intended
Close.
to be played.
It's close.
Yeah, it's close enough. But it's always fun and it's always a good time.
I do want to show you what I wrote in my brief outline. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just shenanigans, bio break shenanigans.
Well, we made it.
Incredible.
I feel like
hit
it was
the outline.
shenanigan filled for sure.
Yes.
We did it. I did have more notes. I did actually prepare something. I swear, I'm a professional. Don't fire me.
No, I mean that is the mark of a professional too, is being able to like write something up and then acknowledge what's the quote from Leonard Snart, and it's make a plan, execute the plan goes off the rails, throw away the plan.
Yeah, throw away the plan.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a Terry
Knowing
Bradshaw
when
quote.
to throw away the plan.
It's
a
Gary
Terry
Bradshaw
quote.
said that.
Yes.
Gary
Oh,
Bradshaw.
right. I always get those two confused.
Yeah, the same guy. Yes. It's great.
Yes.
There
Always
definitely
great.
was more, but I don't know that I have more. Let's tell everybody where we can be found on the internet and what you are working on at this moment that you are excited
yes.
about. So I'm going to make Patrick go first. The spotlight is literally on you.
Yes, indeed it is. Yes, hello. I am Patrick Keeffe. I am an actor. I am a voice actor. I am a Dungeons and Dragons player and DM soon to be, and all of the different things. You can find me at That Great Gentleman everywhere on the internet. I am a creator of sketch comedy as well as like Dungeons and Dragons and TTRPG rants and ramblings. You can also find me over at the Writers Room 7th Sea, which is a 7th Sea podcast. It is all pirates all the time, and we are going to be wrapping up season 1 in the next few episodes. So make sure that you tune into that. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then, yeah, I think that's about
And then, yeah, great.
Great.
it. And then, yeah.
I feel like we've gotten to the point where we're just like all just like really happy that we got to hang out and play together. And so we're like, I don't know. What else do you want to
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about?
It's like, I gotta promote myself now. I don't know.
Yeah. What about you, Jeff?
That's me. I was wondering what you were going to call me because of the delay. You waited just long enough where I was like, my name is Jeff Moore. I am a filmmaker and multimedia producer by trade. You can find me on Twitter at JWMoore511, or you can find me very soon on Twitter under Lands Vanishing. I am currently in the process of writing and playtesting a tabletop RPG. It's sort of a non-complicated sort of system. It's sort of OSR meets narrative, like new school games kind of mushed together. And the playtest groups so far have been having a ton of fun with it. It's called The Vanishing Lands. I'm hoping to have something ready by the end of 2022 to release. And we're definitely on track. So the social accounts exist, and the Twitch channel and the Twitter feeds and all that stuff exist, but there's not really anything out there. So go ahead and preemptively give a follow if you want.
Yeah. And also we are going to be running a couple of playtest sessions at Gen Con this year. So you can contact either the official accounts, or you can contact my accounts, because I think I am the one that is scheduling them. So like, if you are interested, if you're going to be there and you're interested in hopping in for a playtest session, let us know. Yeah.
That would be great. Again, that's Lands Vanishing on Twitter, and it's The Vanishing Lands on Instagram if you're curious. So give it a.
And you should be curious.
Yeah, I think so.
I played a mermaid witch when I played.
Yes,
it was great.
I also play tested.
Yes,
I have down in my notes what I play tested.
Something.
It
was the same. You were like a swashbuckling pirate,
yes.
I believe.
I was Stirk Penn.
Yes, that's the one. Stirk Penn, the dumbest pirate, but such a treat to have around.
With the bident, the beautiful idiot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Ko-Fi and TikTok at Pixies and Pins. You can find me here on twitch.tv/GenConTV every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific for Sarah's Table. Next week, I know I say this every time, and I think it's now just going to be becoming a running joke. Next week, I think there's going to be puppets. I'm just going to say it every time. Next week is puppets. So come back. I'm just going to make you keep coming back. What if there are never puppets? We'll never know. Just come back.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Who knows? Yeah, but we have some really cool stuff coming up. We're going to be playing Jason Morningstar's new game, Desperation, in a couple weeks. We're going to be playing a game called Cupcake Witches, which is by Angry Hamster Publishing by Steffi Devon, and I think maybe she's the sole writer. I don't know for sure, but we're going to play that coming up soon. We have an episode of Wander Home on the books. So, and I think Jay is going to come back. Jay Dragon, who wrote it, is going to come back and play with us. So it's going to be a treat and hoot and holler. And also we're going to be at Gen Con and going to do a live episode there. And I will be around if people want to chat with me about their joyful gaming moments. I would love it. So, find me in all the places. Thank you I always thank my editor. Thank you, Jeff, for taking this and turning it into whatever it's going to be soon. I believe in you. Thank you to Gen Con and Gen Con TV for hosting me. And thank you all at home for watching. Thank you for being on my table and voguing in the sunlight. That's my favorite
thing.
I love how it's closing in.
I'm literally reflecting light off of my skin. That is how white I am.
It's so good. You're doing great. Yeah, you can properly light yourself. Lovely. Okay, I think we can't peak any higher than that. So we're gonna sign off. Thank you again for watching, and as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time. Mwah. We could do a dance party, but
Scotty, beat me up.
Because I think there he goes.
He's gone. It worked.
Beautiful.
The consent was within you the whole time.